Hey, it's Cris Chico, and if you are a real estate investor or a wholesaler and you want more deals, then you need more leads. And you might be stuck cold calling, and you might be stuck doing some of these other antiquated methods of finding motivated sellers. And that is the thing that's preventing you from having greater success. So in this video, I'm going to share with you exactly how I generate hundreds and hundreds of leads each and every single month from motivated sellers that are raising their hands and saying, yes, I'm interested in selling my property at a discount. And in fact, here in this screenshot here, I blurred out some of the information because these are real leads here. This is an example of the type of leads that we can generate. In fact, if you look at the dates here on the left-hand side, you see that all these are recent. And in this video, I'm also going to share with you a deal that we did from this sampling of leads here that just came in, just to show you the type of property, the type of opportunities, and also how quickly you can make this work for you. Now, let's go ahead and my model. I want to explain to you my model. My model here is nationwide wholesaling. By nationwide wholesaling, it means that we are not restricting ourselves to just focusing on any one particular market. Now, you could focus in on one market with the strategy, but really with this strategy, in order to maximize the revenue and the opportunities, you want to go wider. Now, you could do nationwide, or you can do just targeting a certain number of states. And I'm going to reveal to you also the states that I target, so that way you can do the same thing as well. This model is 100% virtual. It means that we never have to personally meet with the property owners, with the buyers, or with any, or personally inspect the properties or anything like that. These are warm incoming leads. So rather than dealing with a cold call lead where the seller has a lot of resistance toward us and they don't know who we are, they never reach out to us, and it's a bit of an obstacle course. With these leads, they're all incoming warm leads. They filled out a form and they are waiting for us to reach out to them. So that means that there's no cold calling or SMS involved, and my model does not involve any of that. There's no driving for dollars, and there's also no hard selling. I call it my low-hanging fruit model. And the reason for that, and I'll share with you that, is that we're able to generate lots of motivated seller leads inexpensively. And then what we do is that we then focus in on the most motivated sellers in the leads that we generate. And we ignore 80% of the leads that we get. We don't have to be in the convincing business. We are now in the finding business. And we do deals with a very small number of those leads. And we go after those. And then we just go out and get more leads. Why? Because we can generate leads at will and at very reasonable prices. And I'll give you an example deal. This is a deal that we just did this week. It's a mobile home with land, meaning that we are able to do this with mobile homes as long as the owner owns the land attached to the mobile home. And this lead came in on 5/21 at 12:09 p.m. That's when the lead came in. And we were able to get a contract signed by this property owner on the same day. That means that we can go quickly from the lead being generated to then us securing a deal on this particular property in one day. And then this is the most important thing. Within 3 days later, maybe even actually you could say, 3 days later, we were able to find a buyer and assign the deal, and we made a significant amount of money on this deal. That is how quickly things could happen. And with this particular deal, again, there was zero cold calling. It was a warm incoming lead. The conversation with the property owner went in one day from a conversation to them signing an agreement with us for us to purchase our property. And then we assigned the property, meaning that we never physically owned the property. We basically just sold our contract to another buyer for a significant amount of money 3 days later. And now we can go back to rinsing and repeating the process, which means that we can go back to finding more leads. And in fact, our system just continuously generates leads for us while we just going about our day. So let's talk about the two different sources here that are our favorite sources for, especially if you're starting this brand new. Number one is Facebook. We use Facebook ads. It's easy to get started. It's a very low cost way to generate leads. And mind you, I've been doing Facebook ads for motivated sellers since 2016. So and to this day, it is still our primary lead generation source, and it works. A lot of people are going out there saying, hey, I just developed and I just pioneered and I just discovered Facebook ads. And I'm like, yeah, buddy, you are way behind here. Now, the leads here are in pre-search mode, meaning that if you're advertising, say, for example, on Google, where there's a high competition for those leads because those people are out there trying to find a solution to their problem, these leads they're getting interrupted on Facebook and they're raising their hands, but they're doing so before they start reaching out to a lot of other investors. And so many times we get leads, the majority of the time, leads that are just in the process, which means that we don't have a tremendous amount of competition. We also target wide, and we target nationwide to start, but then we focus in on our top states. And these are our top states for wholesaling. You may want to pause the video and take a screenshot of it. These are the ones that we do deals repeatedly, frequently. In the beginning, when you start this off, you want to go nationwide to feed the account activity and to get it going. But then you can transition to this model where you're targeting a specific number of states, which means that increases your cost, your lead quality. You have a slight increase in cost per lead, but it's certainly worth just getting lots of leads in really great markets. And for Facebook, we use a combination of images and videos. And this, toward the end of the video, I'm going to share with you how we create these so that you can do the same thing as well. And it generates lots of leads. Like, for example, this is a campaign that's been running without us having to touch it at all. It's just in the background. And it's producing leads, sometimes 2 a day, sometimes 3 a day, sometimes 1, sometimes 5. But overall, this campaign has been running, produced 41 leads at $25 per lead. And again, really, really important for you to know, if you were doing cold calling, what would you have to do? You would have to have a bunch of either, let's say, if you're doing it yourself, then you're spending 2 to 3 hours a day pounding the phones just to get barely a handful of leads. If you are cold calling and you have other people that you've hired to do this, now you've got to worry about them. What are their KPIs? Are they doing the work that they're supposed to be doing? Do I need to get them more lists and skip trace more names? All that is completely eliminated with this method. These campaigns run in the background while you do other things. The second source of leads is through TikTok ads. Now, this is a new platform for us since last year. Really, no other investors are really taking advantage of this platform. So it is a blue ocean right now. If you ever heard that term, it means that, hey, there's very little competition. That means it's easy for you to get results. Here's an example of TikTok campaigns that we've been running. And if you notice there's a couple of one here at the end. It says 3-in-1 leads. These were test campaigns, but the majority of the campaigns are on that $37, $40 per lead. You can see here $37, $40, $30. But look at the number of leads that we're generating. That is tremendous. Now, with TikTok, there is no images, so you have to use videos, and so you could do one or two things. Number one is you can either record yourself on the video, or if you're camera shy, you can hire actors on Fiverr to then record the videos for you. Honestly, when you look at these actors on Fiverr and you're worried about you because you're thinking, oh, I don't have my makeup on, I don't have, my hair looks like a mess and everything else. When you see these actors, they look just like that. And so you're better off doing it yourself. But worst case, you can get these ads created with actors on Fiverr. And, the way to create videos is very easily. You're going to use your phone. You'll use your phone and you'll use a program called CapCut. And CapCut is available on your phone. The majority of the videos that I create with myself, being the person in front of the camera, I literally record them on my phone, open up CapCut, it automatically does the captions for you, and I export it and I put it on my computer, and off to the races I go. So it's rather easy. For the images, we use Canva. canva.com, canva.com. And we just simply go in, create the images here, and it takes maybe 5 minutes or so in order to create the images. It's rather easy. And then now we have the images and we have the videos in order for us to be able to run ads. Now, how do you create the ads? Well, a quick and easy hack is you can use ChatGPT. ChatGPT, if you haven't heard of it, I don't know where you've been hiding under a rock or something. I don't know, but it's artificial intelligence, specifically language models, and there's a lot of neat things with it. You can just look it up. But I can ask ChatGPT, hey, I wanted a Facebook ads for motivated sellers. I'm a house buying company, and I want you to write me a Facebook ad. And so what it does is it automatically writes a Facebook ad, and then you could just make a quick edit, and then now off to the races you go. Now, the great opportunity with this method is that many times we are doing deals in markets that we never heard about, but yet we're able to make a significant amount of money and have no competition. In fact, I want you to watch this video here or there. It'll appear that will walk you through a case study of a deal that we did in a very tiny town, so that way you can know exactly the type of opportunities that this can give you.